Brian, how you doing, mate? What's going on?
Good.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. Everything good with you?
Everything's great, man. I'm just over in Phoenix to get ready for the Rumble this Sunday. So, really, it's just the official start to WrestleMania, on the road to WrestleMania 29. So, obviously, I'm just taking it all in before it gets rowdy on Sunday night. So, I'm enjoying myself. Enjoying the calm before the storm, you know?
Absolutely. WWE Royal Rumble coming up on Sunday night. It's one of my favorite events of the year. We'll get into last year in just a minute, but I did have to bring this up first. I wasn't sure if I should now call you the dancing machine, Sheamus, after what I saw on Smackdown.
Listen, fella, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning over here, and it's early. I'm in the lobby here in my shorts, and the last thing I wanted to talk about is me dancing on TV. You really hit a sore spot, Brian. We're off the bad start. This industry makes. This is not good.
You're not proud of your dancing? Who did
Why
you take
did you have to bring that up? What?
I thought it was a standout moment in your career.
Oh, yeah. It's up there with me dancing on SmackDown's up there with WrestleMania, my first WrestleMania with Triple H, and, winning the WWE Championship, and, going on to win the Royal Rumble and going on to main event WrestleMania. It's definitely up there. It's special. I'm not sure which is greater, me dancing or me winning the Royal Rumble last year. I'm still trying to figure it out. As soon as I do, Brian, I will promise you I'll let you know. I should never be allowed to dance on TV again. Never. Never be allowed.
I totally agree with that. So let's go back to last year.
I ruined live.
So last year, you won the Royal Rumble match itself. You earned the shot for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania, which you went on to win. What's your best memory from that match? Because I know there's a lot of people that talk about it and say it could be a difficult match to go through just because there's so many bodies, there's so much going on at the same time. What's your favorite memory or your best memory from that match last year?
I think my favorite memory from the match would have to be, the last sequence with Jericho. I mean, I thought it was, it actually seemed like kind of like an eternity when we were in there, as in a good way, of course, because normally, it doesn't really the longevity of two guys in there doesn't really happen that long. And when we saw and Jericho were in there, it was definitely very exciting, and the crowd were so unsure what way it was going to go, and who was going to win. And when they hit that brogue at the end, it was unbelievable. It was an unbelievable feeling. I watched the Royal Rumble since I was a kid. All the way, even in FCW, where I was training in developmental, it's one of my favorite pay-per-views of the year. It's exciting. You just don't know what's going to happen or how it's going to turn out. And for me, it was a highlight moment of my career. Winning the Rumble is something that not many people can gloat about, and it's something that put my name on that in the history books. For that was very special, and then obviously gone on to Miami. So it's something I really want to do again. I've got a taste for it. And, they say lightning never strikes twice, but I'm hoping it does for me.
So on Raw this past Monday night, you came out after John Cena was speaking, and you said that was what he said was one of the more bizarre and passionate speeches you've ever heard. Can you expand on that?
Not really. I just remember I just listened to his promo, and I don't know, it's just a completely it's bizarre. The passionate promo. When John gets on the microphone, he thought, John's a very passionate guy, and Cena's a very passionate guy, and no matter, what way he goes about, he has his ways of going about it, and he changes his tone sometimes, but you always know everything he says to Mike is passionate, and whether if he goes around the bend, getting to his point, he'll always get there. But the only point I took out of that really was the fact that he believed he's going to win the Royal Rumble. So I just did what I did. I just made my point clear and made sure that he knew that he was a little bit delusional if he thought he was going to get past me to win the Rumble. And as far as I was concerned, I was going to walk away with that number one spot. The last remaining spot, and obviously go on to Mania 29. Obviously, he wants to get back he wants to get back in a title picture again. It's been so long, but for me, I've never been hungrier. And after the year I had in 2012, I want 2013 to be even better.
Of course, on that show coming up on Sunday, CM Punk going up against The Rock for the WWE Championship. Tell me your thoughts as another fellow superstar in the company of seeing the banter that they've had back and forth, and also kind of the growth of CM Punk over the last year or two.
Yeah, I think the banter was great. That promo they did about 2 weeks ago was off the hook. It's very personal as well. I think Punk's been a big fan of these pipe bombs he likes to throw. But I think that it's going to be great. It's a great match for the fans. I think that having The Rock back again brings back a audience that used to watch, and maybe they drifted away from the product, or and also obviously he's such a huge movie star as well. He's bringing a lot of media attention to pay-per-views like the Royal Rumble and of course WrestleMania. So I think it's great having them back there. You know what I mean? I mean, when I was growing up, I saw tear up with Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Undertaker. So for me, as a fan as well as a superstar, I'm very excited at the prospect, and I'm really wanting to see if Punk can hold on to this WWE Championship for 404 million days plus one or whatever, how long he's had it for. But he's great at talking about it, but it hasn't been in the ring as much obviously lately. But the days are still piling up. So it'll be interesting to see if he can hold on to it with The Rock.
You mentioned the Royal Rumble officially kicks off the road to WrestleMania 29. Do you think you'll face somebody besides Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania this year?
Besides Daniel Bryan? Well, there's a couple of guys I'd love to get in there with. Undertaker's one. I've made no secret of that. Wade Barrett would be another one. Because every time we got in the ring, it's been physical, and everyone knows I love a good scrap, a good fight. And there's a huge rivalry there, between England and Ireland, a competitive rivalry. And then, of course, either maybe Randy Orton, because, obviously me and Randy, we were in the ring together. We work well as a tag team, or we work well as a team, but there's been no underlying tension between us ever since the Royal Rumble in 2010, when we went head-to-head. So, we've had a huge history, me and Orton. But any of those, I'd be happy to step in the ring. Or even Del Rio is the World Heavyweight Champion. We've had a lot of feuds too, but he's obviously in the position I was in last year, or the end of last year. So I'd love to get the World Heavyweight Championship back. So who knows?
How often do you lobby Vince McMahon for the match at Mania against Undertaker?
I never even see it, Vince. I never get a chance to pitch it to him, but it's I'd love to. I would love to be in there with Taker at Mania. I think that's the special moment, and I've never faced him. I faced him in a tag match in a live event one time, and when the lights hit and the music hits, when the lights drop down and the music hits, I'm telling you, every hair on your arm and body just stands up. It's an incredible feeling, and to go against him at WrestleMania would be absolutely and truly epic.
You're a very driven guy. You've gotten very far in your career so far in the WWE in a short period of time. There's a youth movement going on, some new guys. Which other guys do you see are very driven to try to get to that spot that you've gotten to as quickly as you have?
I think the guys who stand out to me, the guys who've literally stepped up. I think you've had people like Daniel Bryan. I think Daniel Bryan has obviously truly shown how many layers and how many different aspects of his game that he has. He's he came in, he was fresh-faced, very athletic, very technical superstar, and very gifted in the ring. But now you see that the personality with Team Hell No and the stuff with Kane, and obviously the psychiatrist and the way he's done the whole thing with AJ and the wedding and all that. I think Daniel Bryan pretty much has become one of the most the best all-rounded guys that we have in every aspect in the ring and entertainment value. I think that he's definitely going to that kid is definitely going to be around for a long time. He's definitely going to have a Hall of Fame career. He's on the way to doing that right now. Other guys, I think the Shield, there's some of the guys in the Shield like Roman Reigns. Ambrose is very quirky as well. Obviously, came from a different background as well. He's got a lot of in-ring potential, which we haven't seen from any of these guys really yet. So that's really there to be seen. And Damien Sandow, Cesaro is another great guy. Cesaro is very driven. So is Sandow. Sandow is definitely he's got great potential, great character, and every week he just gets better and better. 3MB are a lot of fun to watch, even though they're goofy, and you got Jinder Mahal playing air guitar, which is, to me, is absolutely ridiculous. But it's funny, I guess. And of course, you've got like a lot of other guys that are coming through as well, like obviously Cody and the likes of them. But there's a lot of guys there. It's very competitive right now. Ziggler as well has been doing great for such a long time. There's a lot of guys there are very competitive and are doing great. And basically just, showing that we don't need when during the whole year we don't need certain amount of guys. These guys are stepping in and showing it for the next generation.
It's the WWE Royal Rumble pay-per-view coming up on this Sunday. You've got the Royal Rumble match itself. The winner going on for a main event shot at a title at WrestleMania 29. CM Punk defends the WWE Championship against The Rock as well. Sheamus will be part of the Royal Rumble match. Thanks again for the time. Appreciate it, and I hope to see you dancing on TV again soon.
I hope not. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate that, fella. Thank you very much.
You got it.